If you're just getting started in SEO, or even if you've been working on your SEO for a few months, there's something that you cannot afford to sleep on, and that's your N.A.P. This is your name, your address, and your phone number. And so this is one thing that a lot of people often miss when they're doing SEO. So it's going to be a really short video. I'm going to walk you through some of the practical things you need to pay attention to make sure you're showing up in Google and not confusing Google. So why is this important? Your name, address, and phone number. Google looks at all three of these things across your Google business profile, across your social media channels, across your website, and anywhere else, your citations and backlinks online. They're looking at these things to make sure that they're all consistent across your brand or your company. So the first thing is your name. This sounds really basic, but you'd be surprised how easy it is to mess up. So Carrrot LLC is on our Google business profile. You'll also find that in the footer of our website, and you'll find it on our Facebook page. Most places that we use Carrrot, it's Carrrot LLC, not Carrot real estate software company or things like that. So the main thing here is you don't want to keyword stuff. You don't want to add in all these extra keywords, especially for your Google business profile. Just keep it simple, keep it your name, because that's what works and that's what Google wants to see so that they don't get confused about what company you are. The second thing you got to pay attention to is your address. So you'll notice our address on here is our physical address here at our headquarters in Roseburg, Oregon. A lot of people will ask, hey, can I use a virtual address or can I use a P.O. box? The reality now for Google business profiles or Google My Business is you need a physical address. You can use a co-workspace, but before you use a co-workspace address, I would make sure there aren't any other competing real estate companies that are showing up there. So sorry, there's not really a way around it. You need a physical address. And again, make sure that address is the same on your Google business profile, your social media outlets, your website, etc. Okay, the last thing you got to pay attention to is your phone number. So if you'll notice here on our Facebook profile, bam, there's our phone number. On our Google business profile, no phone number. That's because we're a software company. We want you to hit us up through live chat. But if you're an agent or an investor, you got to make sure you have one phone number across all these platforms. One question we get is, what about tracking phone numbers? Well, our opinion as marketers, what we've seen works is the SEO benefit outweighs the tracking benefit in this scenario. So one phone number across all the platforms, but then if you're doing cold calling, sure, use tracking phone numbers for that. So just to summarize there, you need to make sure your name, address, phone number are the same across your own platforms, meaning your Google business profile, your website, your social media outlets, and then your citations and what you might call third-party pages like Better Business Bureau, Yelp, yellowpages.com, those sorts of websites. One other thing I just want to press into and clarify before we wrap it up is, what if you're an agent and you're an investor and you have two different brands or two different companies? Say I have Brady Buys Houses, Roseburg, Oregon, and then I have Brady's Real Estate Agency. You know, I have the investor side and the agent side. Some people, they'll go with the hybrid model and they'll put this under one business. That's okay. But if you decide to brand these separately and you have two different websites, that means that these two need to be separate online and need to not share a phone number and an address. Because if I use the same address for both those businesses on Google, it's going to confuse Google and send mixed signals to Google. And I know that's probably not the answer you want to hear, and it complicates things a little bit, but it's important for SEO purposes that you know Google looks at separate brands as separate entities and wants to see them clean and clear-cut online. Hopefully you found that helpful. If there's something we missed or if you have a question, let us know in the comments and we'll address it in a future video. If you like this and you want to dive deeper into SEO, go to carrot.com/SEO. We have a ton of free content, videos, and guides to help you go way deeper on SEO. So until next time, thanks for watching. I'm going to go take a nap.